Here we are. It's going to be, what, April next week? April. What have you gotten brand new from first party from Microsoft? They've bought half of the publishers out there. What have you gotten, Abdel? What have you gotten? That's the point.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Isn't it funny that this guy brought up first party? He said, what has Xbox given you guys first party wise this year? And to answer his question, they haven't given us anything so far this year. We of course know in May, Hellblade 2 is the first party game that will drop for Xbox in 2024. But how dare he mention first party when PlayStation first party is abysmal? Yes, they have had third-party exclusives so far in 2024, but he said first party. How dare you say first party? That's absurd to even ask that question, because you're trying to throw shots at Xbox for not having any first-party games in 2024 so far. But we all know the rest of the year, Xbox is stacked with first-party games. How about PlayStation? Now, people would like to say Helldivers 2 is a first-party game. It is published by PlayStation, but they don't own that studio. Now, that's a conversation we can have. Is it first-party? Is it not first-party? Some people think it is first-party. Some people say it's not first-party. I will say, no, it's not first-party. But, you know, we'll talk about that later. So this guy Moot sit here and ask this question. Then you talk about first party. We have to criticize PlayStation's first party. Not only have they really only have 3 first party games announced for their platform, they have none this year. They have none this year. Like I said, the debate will be, well, Helldivers 2 and blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know who wins that debate, but it seems like this guy called out Xbox first party. You know, here is a chart, a screenshot, I should say, that Cole Eastwood made last year sometime. And it's showing the announced games roadmap. Announced games. We all know PlayStation and Xbox is developing more first-party games, but let's talk about the announced games. If you look on PlayStation side, you see Spider-Man 2. We can cross that out. That game has already released. Then we see Twerking Hamburger Concord. Okay, that game is still set to drop soon. Helldivers 2. Okay, we can cross that out. It has already released. Then we see Fair Games. That's another game that's set to drop soon. And then we see Marathon. Okay, that's another one. Where in the hell is that game? And don't forget, that game is going to be multi-platform. It has already been announced to be multi-platform. There's no speculation. Will it go to other platforms? How Xbox games are now being speculated every game. Will it go to PlayStation? Will it go here? We already know Marathon is going to be multi-platform. Stellar Blade, which hasn't released yet, but is set to release next month. Rise of Ronin, we can cross that one out. That one has already released. We see Wolverine. That one is set to drop in 2026, according to the Insomniac leaks. Then we have Death Stranding 2, which going by, they don't own that studio, but we'll talk about it later. Then you see Xbox side. South of Midnight, confirmed. Clockwork Revolution, confirmed. Hellblade 2 is dropping in May. Project Mara, that has been confirmed to be in development. Avowed, dropping sometime this year. The Outer Worlds 2, confirmed. Fable, confirmed. Everwild, even though it's taken forever, that game has been confirmed. State of Decay 3, confirmed. What's this, Age of Mythology? Confirmed, but I don't give a shit about that game. Towerborn, that's the question. Is it first party? Xbox doesn't own the studio. I'm going to keep that same energy. Even though it's Xbox Global Publishing, I'm going to say it's not first party because they don't own the studio. Fine. Contraband, same situation. It's an Xbox exclusive, but I'm not going to count it as a first party. Okay, fine. Flight Sim, same situation. Indiana Jones, confirmed. Modern Warfare 3, which was obviously last year that released, but we all know Black Ops Gulf War is dropping this year. Perfect Dark, confirmed. Aura, same situation. The studio is not owned by Xbox, so I won't even count that one. Kojima, damn game, I won't count that one either. Odyssey, that was canceled. I'm going to keep the same energy. That one has been canceled. And then we have Elder Scrolls 6. So if you guys want to count studios that is owned by Xbox and PlayStation, the amount of officially announced first-party titles is 13-5, with Xbox having 13 and PlayStation having 5. Now listen, I know people are going to say, Dirt, you shouldn't do it this way. You should count global publishing. You should count the games that PlayStation has published. No, for the sake of this video, for the sake of this argument, I am strictly going to only count studios owned by PlayStation and Xbox, because you know how these PlayStation fanboys constantly twist the narrative. They count third-party exclusives like they're first-party exclusives. So I'm just going to say, you know what? If they're not owned by Xbox, I'm going to strictly say they don't count for the sake of this argument. Now, if we counted those, we see it would be 20-9. And that's what's going on, and that's what's happening. So Mooch has the audacity to question Xbox first party because they haven't released anything the first 4 months of the year. Yes, and he brought that up for a specific reason. He's taking shots at Xbox first party, not releasing anything the first half of the year. But like I mentioned already, the second half of the year and beyond is stacked. Absolutely stacked. So these guys are reaching for content. These guys is reaching for something to talk shit about, because not only PlayStation's third-party exclusives this year, only one of them has been successful, and that's Helldivers 2. Foam Stars flopped. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm not going to say that game flopped, but where are the numbers? We saw some numbers in Japan, how it dropped 90% over the first week sales. We've seen some UK, Europe stats, how the game isn't doing as well. We haven't had any official numbers, but like I said, I'm not going to say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth flopped, but it's kind of weird we haven't heard any official numbers a month in. Then, of course, we have Rise of Ronin. That game came out last week. I haven't heard shit about the game. The only thing I've heard is negativity, how the graphics look like PS3 and the game itself isn't that good. And Stellar Blade, that game drops next month. The demo seems to be getting pretty good reviews, so we'll see how that game does. The rest of the year, what do they have? What does PlayStation have the rest of the year? We're hearing maybe Silent Hill 2. Okay, we'll see how that game does. But first impression of Silent Hill 2 was dog shit. So this is the game these guys want to play. These guys want to play Xbox doesn't have any first-party games for the first half of the year. And I just showed you guys 14 announced first-party games from studios that Microsoft owns. Some of these games are dropping this year, some next year, some 2026, and you know they have a hell of a roadmap for their first party. So you guys need to stop. You need to shut the hell up and pay attention to what's really going on. There's a lot of Xbox hate going on in this community from former Xbox guys like Mooch, Crap, Tim Dog, Noof Nukem. All these guys are talking mad shit about Xbox. But me, I'm just sitting here observing all of their bullshit. And I'm just ready for Xbox to continue to drop these games. Some of their games are going to go to PlayStation. Yes, their games are going to go to PlayStation. We'll see what happens, but all I know is that when you look at these roadmaps, Xbox roadmap is absolutely destroying PlayStation roadmap, first party roadmap. You can say, yo, man, I don't know about that, Dirty, and I say you're full of shit. It's clear as day. Well, look, I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know what my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.